videos in this series are not meant to represent my first playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. I have completed all main scenario quests, so I cannot promise you genuine reactions to certain cutscenes, but at the same time I still might get emotional during certain moments in the game. With that said, I do hope to provide a decent experience for everyone, so thank you for tuning in. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV video. In the last video, we were trying to follow up on the trail of the Ascian named La Habrea, who's been popping up a bit more frequently than he should. Namely, he's been appearing all over Thanalan, and his last appearance was here in Little Alamigo. So after earning the trust of the Alamegans that have been living here by helping out another one of their own that's been living in Gridania, well, more specifically over in Quarry Mill, we managed to get a letter of recommendation, showed it to the old person standing right behind me, and now I'll have his full cooperation and he'll be able to tell me what he knows and what's been happening. Just a recap though, Ascians in nature don't exactly pop up and show themselves to people like this, and for some weird reason, La Habrea has been doing that quite frequently, which is unusual. So that has Minfilia, our leader of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, extremely worried. So I got to go ahead and investigate whatever it is that he's doing. So with the explanations out of the way, let's get right to it. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts, but they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk. All right. A masked man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Gundabald sent you? Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that crap about believing the masked man and... oh. You don't know anything about this? Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me to not think I'm in for it. Alright, hold up. Map. The other folks are other side. Got it. Actually, where's my chocobo? There we go. And side quests have popped up for this area, for Little Alamigo, and all the way down here. And lastly, down here as well. So I'll probably take care of those in another side quest video. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say I have, but I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for them. There's a bunch been skulking about right suspicious like, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble. Mark me words. All right. So I think I got whatever information I can. So, you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside of them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despots who ruled Migho. Naught would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got our revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Migho had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time. Though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. Oh, you got it. I'll take that hype potion as a reward, though. Hey, adventurer, you done talking with the old bear? I've got a message for you from Wilrid. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. Craggy area north of here. This should be good. He wants me to meet him completely far away from the settlement. Oh, this is not gonna be good. Well, let's see what happens. Alright. Wilrid, was it? What do you want? Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Corel got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get him! Oh no, who could have seen this one coming? So, you done? You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it we'll reclaim our homeland. Oh boy, sounds like someone's being quite easily fooled. Well, let's report back to Gundabald and let him know what's been happening. Yo, Gundabald. One of your peeps just attacked me. Attacked by Wilrid and his cronies? That they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. I agree, and I would take that one, but that's level 25. I'm level 38, and while it is giving me the necessary stat boosts, I'm gonna have to pass. Most likely, once I hit level 40, I'll go ahead and get better gear anyway. Wilrid mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundabald, Bertliana? Gods preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the Corpse Brigade came. They took me to their hideouts and the whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffered because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong, I swear to you. Those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilrid. He saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Bertliana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear they may do something rash. Alrighty, so who to look for? What's this? Map of Xanarak. Alright, that's one clue. Ooh, I see another clue. What do we got here? A hunting knife. What those animals did to Bertoliana is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wilfred to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. Lizards? Oh, wait a minute. Y'all trying to take on the Amalja? Oh, y'all are dead. I'm sorry. I need to go up top. Ah, there we go. There's the stairs. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundabald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where in the seven hells did I put that bloody map? Oh, so that was your map. Well. O mighty Ralgr, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes and no one will dare oppress us ever again. Oh, boy. They're in way over their heads. Alright. Well, let's report back. Gone? The whole lot of them? Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it that they mean to do? Well, I have a hunting knife and a map. What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Xanarak. Wait, you said Wilred spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to... By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded at all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may find them before it's too late. East, huh? So where? Oh, okay, right here. All right, I'll meet you guys out east. Oh, there they are, and ooh, oh, they got fucked up. Wilred, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Ralgr, to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Xanarak and make off with the lizardmen's cash, but they caught us and so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. And oh, great. I regret our young ones' transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life. All right, we're doing this. Oh, more enemies. Oh, man. Folks that have been tempered by Ifrit. Well, there's no cure for the tempered, so unfortunately they have to die. Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a man like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo. Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Wilrid? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Ralgar. He swore... Enough. I will hear the rest of this story back at Little Alamigo. I dare say Jay will wish to hear it as well. Yes, I do. That's the reason I'm out here. Alright, let's head back. No more lies, Wilrid. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Ralgar, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution, nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilrid. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide it is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. It wouldn't be the first time. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Would that we had more information to offer, but what Wilred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Yep, I can certainly try, but in the meantime, let's head over back to Minfilia and make a full report. Welcome back, Jay. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? A little bit. Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Asians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought out by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Ahem. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. While you were tending to business in Thanalan, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends, the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the self-same area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. While willing, we will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Neroxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Jay. So this man is still out there causing freaking trouble. Alright, so Neroxia is right over here, along with everyone else. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One? Then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with the Walking One in the Ash Crown Consortium. According to Friendly One, a Digging One named Medrod had an encounter with a scary Masked One. This Masked One is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrod. Digging One is to be found at Fallgourd Float in the North Shroud. Wow, I gotta go pretty damn far. Let me open up that map real quick. Yep, way out here, but thankfully, I don't know when I unlocked this Aetheryte, but I'm glad I did. Let's teleport over. Oh, there's our guy. Please, leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I looked death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman. If you do not grow a pair, calm down, sir. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the floats when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman, one glimpse was enough to tell me that she'd died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating the same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Medrod's hysteria ever again. All right, teamwork. That's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurer. It's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me. Alright. So, here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the scalekin known as Ziz could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt the answer's that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths? Alright. No problem. And, ooh, perfect. More side quests. We'll deal with those in another video. Alright, so the Ziz located up ahead. Wait a minute. Not down, but up. They're up above. So, yeah, here we go. Or not. Oh no, there's one right there. I'm bugging. One. The rest are down below somewhere. Oh, where the hell did I... Okay, there we go. I thought I got stuck. Alright. Let's head back. You've already seen to the Ziz? Good work, adventurer. So, were you able to find aught to suggest that the creatures are our culprits? Nothing? Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Ziz from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all of the victims have been comely maidens. I'd better watch myself, eh? Unseemly japes aside, there's a rumor been going around. There's some as whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with the fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments, and I'll give them a gander. All right, and what do you have for me? There was something you should know. Let me get rid of this. I have been keeping this to myself, lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Alright, so, somewhat of a lead. We'll see if it actually, leads me anywhere. Alright. Oh, down below again. Holy shit. Okay. Bad. Very bad. Let me dismount really quick. Companion. Set the chocobo to healer stance. All right, then. Oh, nope, not there. Aim it here. Oh, no, that's not the spot. I thought that was the spot. I made a mistake. Oh. Alright, so the rock I need to blow up is all the way on the other side. Well, I gotta go all the way back around. Look at this map again. Yeah. So, all the way around. That's fine. There is the spot. Boom. All right, we investigated the appropriate spots. Let's go ahead and head back. All right, let's report back with our findings. starting with you, Aideen. Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yalms of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has a name. What's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh? Well, this is what I found. Huh? Why, these are just your garden variety crystals. It's a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire stick. Oh well. Alright. Oop, level 39. And as for you, sir, monstrous Bane Might appeared and you slew it? That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Fallgourd. Intentional or no, you have done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder. Was it truly a winged eyeball I saw, or merely a trick of light combined with blind panic? So you guys have been leading me to dead ends. I need an actual lead. There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I've been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Bane Might. But you and I were moms apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with the Bane Mites at the very spot you claimed to see that fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Ooh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be... Gods, of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. Ugh, it's so obvious. But then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was at the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Well, alright, let's get to it. So, open up the map. Where am I headed? We are headed way out here. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so he said he saw it around here. Oh shit. Oh well, there you go. There's our floating eyeball. And another corpse. Well, we have, I guess, evidence, so let's take it back. The guardhouse is just up ahead. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? Yeah, look at what I found. Gods be good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the Central Shroud. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any sightings of the winged eyeball are bleh. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any, sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. Victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them, so as to notify their next of... This button, engraved with the lily motif. This very same object was found upon another victim. A family sigil, or that's of an organization, perhaps? Either way, I dare to hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mione. Mayhap someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil. Alright. Let's head over to the Adventurers Guild in Gridania and show this to Mione. So let's just do a quick teleport then. Good morrow to you, Jay. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Nope. Do you recognize this button? Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body. Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize that lily sigil. You will have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the Aetheryte Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Alright, let's get to it. Need help tracking down the owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. There seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it would be, that name. Stenguled, over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a four-name basis. So, Lancers Guild, huh? Alright. Lancers Guild. There we go. Bernadette believes that I can help you? Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Do you recognize this sigil? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's ward northeast of here, or was that northwest? Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late, there has been a man who was perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursendel, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon his breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Alright, open up the map. Where are we at? Where is he at? He is rather close by. Since I'm in a city-state, you cannot use your mounts when you're inside of an actual city-state, so your only method of transportation is either sprinting or teleporting to get to your destination within the city-state. I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray, leave me to my thoughts. I need your help. Do you recognize this? The sigil of the Dartoncourt's family? How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman? Her face, was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. Oh? What's been happening? I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Dartoncourts. During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually, there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was, but when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hawk Manor, my home, for nigh on half a century. Wow. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawk Manor on the western edge of Central Shroud. Go now, go and do what must be done. Well, golly, that is quite the story. So, Hawk Manor. Closest teleportation site to that area is Bent Branch Meadows. So, let's go. Oh, hey, my mount speed over here has increased. Speed, baby. going in the right direction. Oh, that's the place. It's looking quite fancy. Another one of those floating eyes. Great. We're just gonna go ahead and see ourselves in. Thanks. Wow. Very nice place. And with that, we have access to a new dungeon, Hawk Manor, and a fitting spot to end the video. So, in the next video, we'll go ahead and tackle this dungeon and continue on with the story. And it looks like this dungeon, I have the option, I can see the icon over the entrance portal to the dungeon, that you have the option of doing it with an NPC or with other players. So this must be another dungeon that got a bit of a revamp during the update that they added to the game. So, with all of that out of the way, thank you very much for tuning in and watching this video. If you liked the video, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Take care.